Hi families, welcome back to my beautiful channel. This is your girl Doxis once again. So today is another episode of soap making, and today we are going to be talking about how to save your thick trace soap. I don't know whether to say extremely thick trace soap or thick tray soup, because mine was extremely thick, like it thickened up right in the bowl, in the mixing bowl. And it doesn't matter your recipe, whatever that you're using, it doesn't matter the kind of oils that you're using, it doesn't matter if you are making a laundry soap or a bathing soap or whichever soap that you are making. All that we want to talk about today is how to save your soap when it thickens up in your mixing bowl. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm not going over the ingredients that I'm adding. What I added earlier on was titanium dioxide, and then I added my caustic soda, and then I added my um calcium carbonate, and then I added cocamidopropylbutene, a foaming agent, and then I added my color and then my fragrance, and right inside the bowl my soap thicken up. So this is what I did. I managed to scoop all the soap into it. My color did not even mix in the bowl. It was not able to mix in the bowl, but it will mix inside my silicone mold rather, okay, with this method that I'm about to show. So you, at this point, whichever recipe that you're using, whatever oils, whatever thing, any whatever that you're doing, if you get to this stage in soap making, okay, or a particular batch that you're making, this is what you need to do. Try as much as possible to get your soap into your mold, and then cover it up with the plastic, okay, with a polybag or plastic wrap or anything. When you do it this way, you're trapping the heat inside the soap. And as you can see, right when I covered it up for just a few minutes or seconds, let's say a minute, there was heat in there. Okay, so it made it easy for me to move the spatula into the soap. Okay, you can see it's easy to move the spatula inside the soap now, and I was able to tap it down a little bit to remove some bubbles and to also push down the soap to where there might be holes inside, because I scooped this into the mold and certainly there's going to be some holes in there. So I covered it up again with a transparent rubber so that I could see exactly what is happening. Okay, and then I also push it down again. You can see the soap is very soft now because there's heat in there. So I covered it up with this transparent rubber, and then I push the soap down, push it down, and then clean all the edges into the mold. Covered it up again, push, tap, and then I push it again. I tap, I push. I did this for almost like 5 to 10 minutes or so. So I was able to get everything inside the mold, just as just as the batch that I was making, because I calculated my mold to fit the recipe that I was making. So exactly the same batch fits right inside the mold with this method that I use. So in less than 12 hours, my soap hardened up because of the calcium that I added. And it also has some benefit to the skin. And I was making this for a friend, so there was no way or no chance to lose the soap. Okay, so because of the calcium that I added, the soap harden up. It did harden up in less than 6 hours, 12 in less than 12 hours, and I have to struggle to cut the soap. Okay, so here is it. It came out nice, and to save me the trouble that I went through, I have to just shave the sides off. I trimmed the edges off, and it made the soap actually beautiful, as you can see in here. Right, so this is all that I do whenever that I face this challenge in soap making. If you face the same thing, if your soap thicken up right in your mixing bowl, you can do this same method. You can use the same procedure to save your soap. It doesn't matter the recipe you are going in for, it doesn't matter the type of oils that you're using, it doesn't actually matter with whatever that the type of soap that you're even making. Okay, all you need to do is to go about the same method. You manage to scoop your soap into your silicone mold or whichever mold that you're using, and then you cover it up with a plastic wrap, trapping the heat inside. It's gonna feel your soap is gonna feel like it's gelling. Okay, like the texture is gonna change. The consistency of your soap is going to change, and it's gonna feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna be a bit easier for you to move the spatula inside, and then you can mix it a little. My color did not really mix well, but after doing this, it did mix a little in the silicone mold for me. And here we are with the final bars, as you can see right on the screen. So this is all that you need to do. Sometimes things can happen, in soap making. Most of the time certain things can happen, and if you don't also twist things up a little, you're going to lose a whole batch. You're going to lose a whole batch, because in soap making, that chemistry behind soap doesn't care about what you are doing. It doesn't care about the small amount of oil that you are left with. It doesn't care if you're out of stock with caustic soda, if you're out of stock with oils, if you're out of stock with this, that. If you don't make some changes, or if you don't twist things around to save your soap, you're going to lose it all. Okay, so that is all for today. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you all, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.